Welcome to Unplanned Victory. Today I wanted to try something fun. I got into Forza Motorsport and I said, you know what? I've been learning on the steering wheel. I've been practicing with it. I'm going to do a professional event. I was doing muscle cars, classic American muscle car circuit. Then I was like, you know what? I really like GT. I haven't really done any GT racing, but I've seen people race and it looks fun. So I was like, hey, let's give it a try. This is going to be a disaster in the making, I think. So I got a M6 GT, and I'm on the BMW Motorsport GT Raceway. Here, we're going to start practicing. Um, One funny, I did record this clip earlier, and I actually had my audio turned off, so I'm putting it on expert. Um, the AI put on one, and then I'm going to start practicing because I'm a little worried about the AI um, and how I'm going to do on the race. I usually make a lot of mistakes. I'm going to adjust lower the tire pressure, give me a little better grip, I think. And I'm going to check out my other options: gearing, alignment, anti-roll bars. My camber, I was thinking about making an adjustment to it, then I was like, nah. So I pitched up my angle a little bit and made a small adjustment. But I think I left the camber alone by default. The GT cars are made for racing. Um, and this on the Daytona track, it should be fine. I think all these settings, default wise, should be okay. Um, so once we started the race, okay, let's start practice. Let's go. All right. This is a beautiful game. I just love the way the car looks, the paint jobs. Practice went really well, I thought. So here I am going. Let's go. This was really fun. Um, and this car just cruises around, powers around those turns like nothing. I was having a little issue just getting used to the car and the turn. I did keep my lines on for turning adjustments because I'm still learning the course, and it is real helpful to keep the practice as you're practicing turning, to learn where the lines are at. You can go into a race and just without the race lines, but if you're not really familiar with the course and haven't practiced a lot, this gets you a good feel for the track, especially on practice laps. And I'll probably keep it on for the main race, especially with the AI. They have a tendency to do some funny things, like run you off the road. I love the Daytona Raceway. It fast laps, good turns. The game itself, it does it justice. I mean, look at the background. It's just amazing looking. Now, Motorsport has gotten a bad rep, not from the previous lines, not from all the other motorsports they've done, but this latest one, the actual Forza Motorsport they released about 2 years ago, it was supposed to combine all of them together and give you all these different tracks and options to choose from and race. But the problem was the game wouldn't run. I had an issue when I first got it. I was like, yes, everything worked the first time I played. It was awesome. And then the next day I got on it, crash, and then it would crash again, and then it wouldn't load. It wouldn't go past the initial splash screen. I started looking into it, and this game had a huge list of errors, and a lot of people were having the same issue. I finally troubleshot it to the point where I would have to delete my Xbox credentials and basically stop the Xbox widget from running in the applications. And once I closed those, and then I would restart my computer, and then I would get new credentials, sometimes the game would run. Now, this issue, you'd think they would have fixed it, been hot fix, and they would have fixed it within the first year. Nope, they didn't. I logged in about like a year later, and I was still having the same stupid issue. And I think it made a lot of players upset And there was also other issues with steering wheel adjustments, the typical control of the car. It was just it was a very frustrating experience to play, and just getting the game to run was a challenge. Um, but I want to say here it is in May 26th, and yeah, I've not had a single crash, a bug to report. It's been running beautifully. No weird behavior or anything else. I think a lot of people have been saying the same thing, that it really has improved. Can this be a go-to race sim? And no, there's other options out there, and I like to experiment around since I'm getting back into gaming. But I own this game. It's a really good game, and it feels great, I think. I really have nothing to compare it to that's modern. And yeah, if y'all know some good racing games I could probably test out, I'd love to try it. Why not? Um, right now, I'm trying to stay away from multiplayer until I get a little better. Right now, this practice has been going really well. I'm getting good times. I'm got straight. I've already completed my qualification for the race. So now I'm just going to do a few more practice laps to see how it goes, get a better feel for the turn, and then we'll start the race. These turns are tricky. They're all blue. It should be yellow because if you hit it wrong, you will slide off. This turn right here, you can put a little more gas into it. I didn't have much issues with those turns. Coming up, gas, 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 give gas. All right, back off a little bit. There we go. All right. And I'm sorry if y'all hear that in the background. My cat is, I don't know what he's doing. He's playing parkour throughout the living room and the hallway. He's just running back and forth. All right, let's see here. Let's go. What? Really, dude? All right. I got them a scratch post, but as you can hear, that's my couches. But fortunately, they're pretty sturdy. They're not too tore up. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to change views here. I know that my recording resolution, I'm playing on an ultra wide screen where I'm recording this. I'm not entirely sure how to get it to a 16.9 aspect ratio. So I know that when I upload these to YouTube, it seems like the video is kind of squinched up. And this viewpoint probably wouldn't give you a good view of the road. So I swapped it to this one, and to give it a more of an in driver feel, especially when you're on a simulator. You want this. You want to be able to see this on an ultra wide right in front of you. This looks awesome. It's like complete immersion. The feedback from the steering wheel, the rumble, the sound. It's just amazing. So I'm going to go through here, one more lap coming through. It's probably the slowest turn in the circuit right there. Try to hit this one straight, come off, open up wide, give it a little brake, try to power through it a little bit. Easy on the gas and then full gas. I had a lot of fun making this video. I just wished I had my audio on because it was just, oh man, it was just the joy of it. Well, I'm just enjoy watching it again, recording over it, I guess. But I didn't want to delete the video because it's the very first time for me to do this, and I just thought it was it was a good experience, good learning experience, and I need to keep practicing and keep doing these. I'm really getting into this, and I think you will too. I mean, if you already maybe you already are, and you're just watching and want to see what a GT Motorsport was, what it's like, or if you There we go. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go to the main race now. I'm done practicing. Let's go. Let's do this. I think the only change I would do to my car is I'm going to go to the finished practice, and then I'm going to go to putting the tower compound. I'm going to change it to soft, and that's going to give me a little better traction. I mainly did that because I'm going to be racing against AI, and I want a little better reaction time, not be as slidey. So hopefully I can avoid hitting them. Yeah, I think for the most part, it went well. We'll go play by play here and see. Let's see what happens. Lighten up my fuel a little bit. That makes me just a tad bit lighter. Now, it's interesting. This gives me a predicted lap time of 146, 145. Now, that's if everything goes well and there's no other cars on the track. Yeah, I could probably get that time. But, I'm going to be starting off in the middle of the pack here. Now, in hindsight, I probably should have gone for third or dead last. One of the two. Starting off in the middle of the pack, very inexperienced driver, me, with probably the easiest AI, ranked one. What could possibly go wrong? Well, I'm liking the lineup. All right. Getting off to a slow row start. I like this. It's better than on a standstill. Get a lot less people peeling out at the very beginning. Nice and steady going to the first turn. Not bad. Keeping it clean. I'm trying my best to stay away from the other cars. Maintain my lane. Try not to cut into theirs. And you think, hey, maybe they'll be respectful, not cut into mine. Yeah, that's how it should work, right? That was a clean pass. A little on the inside. Now that causes an issue because see, they're picking up speed. When I cut that corner in, they picked up speed. I was going slower and they just plowed me right off the road. The best I could say. I was looking at the rearview mirror that time. Yeah, that was on me. Honestly, I can't really blame them. I mean, but yeah, if it had been another player, they might have done the same. I guess I did cut on the inside, and I couldn't pick up that speed they were doing since they took the turn proper. So here I am, dead last. I'm thinking, yeah, this is going about how I expected it to go. Very inexperienced GT racing, first time, not really that experienced on a steering wheel. I figure, I'll be happy if I get in 12th place again. I'm just going to try to bring it up from the rear of the pack. Be a little bit more hesitant around the AI. Try to just focus on clean pass lines. There's an opportunity to pass when the road opens up. There's no reason to try to pass them in these turns. I'm forcing my luck there, going off the grass, getting wobbly, and yeah, there I go again. That was my own stupidity. You can't do that. You can't just go into the grass and get back onto the road. Your tires are going to get grass on it. It's going to get mud. It's going to be slippery. You're going to lose traction. And I definitely lost traction there. The AI did nothing wrong in that case. That was just me being too aggressive. I want to say I changed up my tactic here. I was like, okay, well, I'm not even going to try to pass them on the turns best I can. I'm just going to try to do it on the straights where I can speed up. I know I switched my mindset somewhere in the race. I don't know if it was here or maybe it was lap 3. Right now, I'm just trying to make up time and catch up to them. Since they're on the easy setting, they're pretty easy to catch up. I don't think I'd be able to do this if they were on the harder setting. They go a lot faster. Yeah, I figured it'd be safe to pass him on the outside. But I backed off. I was like, I'm playing it cautious here. Let's go. All right, passed him on the straight. Let's on to the next one. One car at a time. putting in much gas as I can. Let's go in that turn. Brake. I could probably pass him on the outside. I'm not sure if I did or not. Yeah. No, I backed off a bit. All right. Just playing it safe. All right. There we go. That was a good pass on the inside. He shouldn't bump me. There we go. Now here, something's illegal. I don't think you're allowed to do that, but I was like, either I do that or I hit him. I couldn't cut to the right at that time. So I picked the safest route. I don't think you can cross over that yellow line in a normal race. So here we go into this little pause. There we go. So far, clean. Retaining position. I'm in 16. We're still on the second lap here. This is a really good opportunity to pass them. It's on the wide turn here. Plenty of speed, plenty of traction. Holding that line. All right. Now here I'm coming up to this big pack of cars, and I'm like, well, there's nothing I could do. I had to be behind them, and just be cautious and try my best not to hit them. Going into the turn, just mind my own business. I'm trying not to approach the car to my left. I'm getting off into the grass a bit. That's not good. I lost a lot of speed. All right. Playing it cautious. Now, if I wasn't trying to race for real, I would probably be able to kind of plow through them. But there is some. I got a little greedy here. I went into the grass, completely lost traction, and then I'm trying to come on slowly. And yeah, that was very dangerous. I should have just let the cars pass me and got and worked my way in a lot more subtle. But I was also kind of losing control of my steering a little bit. So now I'm thinking about what can I do to fix this and still hopefully get the 12th place, or at least better. So I'm just gonna. I think I redoubled my effort. I'm just gonna pass them on these big turns and try not to be as aggressive on the smaller turns. Up here, I'm thinking I can pass these four, but then they're going to block me off onto the wall. So I was like, well, I'll just do a little cut over. There we go. Had to take a little risk there, but you don't take any risk, you don't get any rewards. Getting a little draft from him. Pick up the speed. Let's go. Got good grip. Still powering through, full acceleration in the turn. Still gaining speed. All right. I'm going into the yellow lane again. Well, halfway. Still not entirely sure. That was an illegal pass off the track, and I did get penalized for that. I got penalized almost a second, 0.8. So yeah, you can't do that. The game will penalize you for that. Let's go. All right, my turns and lines are getting a lot cleaner. I knew I'd be able to go on the outside. Again, I made that mistake, but I was like, I'm going to power through this. I'm going to give it as much gas as I can to try to not let them rear end me like they did that first turn on the first lap. Okay, approaching the car. And now I'm recognizing, wow, I'm in 5th place now. Let's go. So I was in dead last twice. I had at least three major issues in the race. Not a very clean race. And I think the only reason why I'm in 5th is because I have the AI on the easiest mode, and they're not being very fast or aggressive like they can be in these cars. I think if I had him, he maybe at 6 or 8, I'd probably still be in dead last. Honestly, I don't know. I need to turn up the difficulty and see. overall, the race is going very well. Okay, now I'm in second place. I only got one more to go, and about a lap and a half to go. Oh my goodness! I'm just like, yes. But this has been a real good learning experience for me. I mean, at least when it comes to sim racing and filling these GT cars. Yeah, I might have to do this more often. This is amazing. It's just a beautiful line, clean. Got the gas pressuring out, and then brake, 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 brake. I know I'm braking too soon. I probably could just let off the gas and get into that turn a little bit more natural, and then brake before the turn and just gas through it.
Last lap, let's go.
But I'm being a little bit cautious because I don't want to ruin my chance of success. Honestly, I don't know how I haven't broke my car yet. I mean, between the multiple accidents, I guess here if you hit another car hard enough or you slam into the wall, it will break your car. You'll get engine damage, transmission damage. Your suspension will get messed up, and you'll have a really hard time controlling it. Overall, this was fairly clean racing, except for the first couple of laps. And I like to do a lot more of this. I'm going to try to play like it's real. I guess that's the point. It makes it a lot more fun. Okay, we're on our last lap. Picking up speed. Powering through every one of these turns. Full gas. Full contact with the road. No issues. Really loving the car. Here we go. All right. Let's go. All right. I want to do these races more often. I wonder how GT is in Forza 6. Maybe just about any car in Forza 6 you can turn into a masterpiece race machine. But these cars definitely have a nice feel to them, especially in motorsport. I noticed that the simulator, the wheel I use is a lot more accurate. Anyways, I thank y'all so much for tuning in. I just wanted to try something new. I want to try something different. And this was definitely fun. I wish I had my mic on while I was doing it.
Work today.
But so I did a voiceover so y'all could see. It turned out a lot better than I planned. I honestly, I'm surprised I even finished. This is it was very fun. And I'm really happy that Forza Motorsports figured out all their bugs. And for the most part, I think it's what I paid for years ago. I just wished it was like this at launch, and it clearly wasn't. But anyways, thank y'all for tuning in. Subscribe, hit the like button, or not. Just thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. All right, bye.